that the lady in this video is okay. Second, let me break down what rape culture is. Rape culture is the fact that that man felt that he was entitled to some of this woman's time just because he said, let me talk to you for 2 minutes. Doesn't matter if it's 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes. If she said no, no means no. Rape culture is the comments that she has on her video about how she should have just spoke to him or dressed differently. Rape culture is me taking the heat for calling out other men for their terrible behavior. Rape culture is trying to explain stuff as, oh, it's just locker room talk. No, it's not locker room talk. You should talk the same way wherever you are. We all know that rape is not about sex, it's about power. So for you to force yourself on somebody, even if you're just talking to them, is disgusting, dude.
It's disgusting when a man forces himself on a woman and she doesn't like him. There's a plethora of people in the world who have a lot of different things to offer, and for you to force yourself on one person, it's stalking. It is a felony. Voyeurism is a felony. Hacking is a felony. Witness tampering is a felony. Coercion, selling people, these are very serious crimes. Murder, attempted murder, very serious crimes. Mr. Perry does not go 5 seconds without committing a crime. Our shrink believes him to be a sadist. He likes to get people pissed off, even if it's his own people. And then sit back and he literally gets off on it. So when you have somebody who's doing the same thing every day and getting the same results, not for a day, not for a week, not for a month, but for a decade. Kids who were born in 2014 to 15, they're very close to getting into junior high school at this point. That's how long Mr. Perry has been going at me and getting caught, going at me and getting caught, going at me and getting caught. He had this crazy, creepy, sick, twisted criminal crap in him, doing it all his life, but everything changed for him, and his whole crew of weirdos changed when he started doing it to me. So why would someone do the same thing every day that gets them results they say they don't want? Do you like getting caught, Mr. Perry? You're never going to get a date with me. You're not good enough. I don't go out with peeping toms. I find that repulsive. I find that disgusting. Just like he said, all women do. It is the nastiest, most vulgar bullshit on the planet that you would invade my privacy that way, or anyone's. It is a turnoff. You don't have a fucking real thing. Nothing. You're all by yourself. You're all alone. Nobody wants you. You don't have a woman sitting with you, and you are pathetic. You're rejected every day. You're a fat, lazy turnoff. You embarrass the hell out of me. You embarrass the absolute living hell out of me. You're a weirdo. Absolute, disgusting weirdo. I lived in Vegas. You're the weirdest of the weird, by far. And that doesn't embarrass you, and nobody understands that. Why in the hell is he not embarrassed? Everybody else is. You've got a very small group of people that you work with and you interact with on a daily basis that are deviants, just like you. And you guys sit around and convince each other that you're cool guys or something, and everyone on the outside is disgusted and grossed out and very uncomfortable with y'all, all of you. Very uncomfortable with you. It is illegal for a reason. People do not like it when you do that. It's nasty. You don't have any dignity. You don't have any class. And you get told on every day when you do it to me, you're stepping on very powerful toes. And you are not getting that. And you say you don't like getting caught, and you are full of shit. There's no way that's true. There's no fucking way that's true. Not for every day for a decade. You get caught, you don't get a date, you don't have a real love life, you're pathetic, you're rejected, and you're told on and told on and told on, and you don't do the same thing every day for a decade if you don't like the results you're getting. There's no way. You're full of shit. People do what they do because they're getting some kind of payoff somehow. So if your desire to piss everybody off all the time overcomes being embarrassed by the strango that you are, the deviant that you are, the sicko that you are, it's minimized by the thrill you're getting from pissing everybody off. You piss my guys off from what you're doing to me. You're pissing your own people off because you keep getting caught. When you do things to me, you get caught. It's been the same thing every day, all day long, for a decade. Kids that were born in 2015 are about to go to junior high school. It's been that long. And you invade my privacy. He said her privacy is not to be invaded anymore. You don't contact her or her family ever again in any form, directly or indirectly. Don't bother them. Don't do it. She better not be broke anymore. Get your hands out of her wallet. I'm not in love with you. You make me sick at my stomach. I moved twice to get away from you. I moved. Started my life all over, completely changed careers to get away from you and have no further dealings and no conflict. You go where I am and you'll ruin every day that's good. You ruin everything that's good. You make a problem out of everything. Everything's a thing and everything's a big ordeal and everything's a mess. And you sit there and get a thrill out of that. Because when things are a mess, everybody's mad. People are mad at the things you've taken from me, that I'm not with my family. I came here to be with my family and get away from you. And I'm not with my family, am I? You are. And everybody hates you for that you would do that to me. What you did to me at Christmas, she had to spend Christmas in her car by herself. He told all her family, you're not allowed to contact her. Don't text her, don't anything. Don't check on her, don't see how she's doing. She's being punished for helping Mike Nealey. She's being punished for her testimony. She's being punished for catching my crime. That's illegal. And you had no right. So my guys get pissed off. People that care about normal people. That just, normal people, if you watch the news, they don't like suffering. They don't like crime. And they don't like people, one person bullying another. Watch the fucking news. Most people can't stand it. Can't stand it. You guys do it like it's breathing, and you think nothing of it. You don't care. But people that have a lot of power that I know are mad, and then you guys get caught. It's a cause and effect. When you do the crime to me, you get caught for 10 years, every day, all day long. You're calling about wondering who your leaks are. You're wondering about how we get information. I'll tell you this. How the information is gotten is not told to me. I'm not told that. Some of it's leaks, some of it's wiretap orders or some sort of surveillance order. I know that it's done legally or they wouldn't do it. Otherwise, I'm not told how they get it. I don't care. I don't give two fucks about that. I don't want to hear from you, Charles. Nobody understands why you think I do. Moving twice was to be, I moved twice not to have to hear what you think and how you feel. You blow up people's lives and they hurt. You blow up relationships that are important and they hurt. Me and the victims, the Nealeys, the Millers. You don't think twice about it. John Hinckley Jr. shot the president. He's a stalker. He thought that would impress Jodie Foster. And then Secret Service tackles him. He didn't give two fucks about the people he shot. He thought he was a victim because they hurt him when they tackled him. And he just couldn't understand why Jodie wasn't impressed. Whack job. He went to a mental hospital. BTK, John Wayne Gacy, Ted Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer, Scott Peterson. All those people killed someone, or two, or three, or four, or five, or more. And everyone hurt for the victims because the victims, there was lives lost. And they don't hurt for the killer. They don't hurt for the offender. And so when an offender walks around going, oh, I'm sad, I got caught. No one cares. No one cares. Fuck you. No one cares. And that's all I hear. I'm hurt. I'm sorry. Who's telling on me? I'm gonna ruin you. I'm gonna starve you till you lie. I'm gonna make you move. If you go to work, you're gonna get arrested. I have a surprise for you. I'm excited. Oh my God. No one cares how you feel or what you because you got caught. I moved twice to not have to hear what you think or how you feel or what you want. No one understands why you think I would care. Nobody gets... Why does he think that? Why the fuck does he think that? You start asking me about leaks. I'm not told who your leaks are. I'm not even told how they got the information. I don't care. No one does. We're glad to have the information. There are other people with a whole lot of power in charge of that. And it's not your business. When you go to court and all that stuff comes out, then you can argue then. Your attorney can argue then. After they find out how it was obtained, whether or not it was legal. Okay? No one gives a fuck about you. You came to a place, to a state, a whole nother state. Nobody invited you here. I didn't introduce you to my family. I would never take you around my family. They noticed something was up because you went around telling them, oh, we're in love. Yeah, but here's the thing about that makes that hard to believe is she won't even talk to you. When you come around our house, you want to make sure you come around our house when she's not here. And by the way, don't tell her I was here. That's a little strange. We saw her with Saeed. He didn't come over here without her. They were together. She moved to him to be with him, not twice to get away from him. So, I don't know, I think you're full of shit. Right? And I'm not in love with you. You make my skin crawl. You are the nastiest, vulgarest, most gross, yuck piece of trash on the planet. Just the peeping alone is a huge problem. It is illegal for a reason. It is rape. It is rape. Stop raping me. Stop raping me. Stop raping me. I don't like you. Grow a pair of balls. Take your dress off. Put your little doll down. Be a man and go find a woman that likes you. There's a plethora of hot women out there. If you go to Vegas, you'll find one sick and twisted just like you. Maybe try that Amanda chick at the club that you love so much. Go see her. She likes to rape prisoners. She's into guys that are in jail. You're her type. Exactly. You're her Connie Curry. Just nosy body. Just makes everything her business that's not her business. Just like you. Just no life. Boring. Why don't you go get somebody like that? You don't even... You're not even on the radar. You're nothing that I would want. So today, because Mr. Perry just goes at me and goes at me and goes at me and goes at me. We got all this. Whoever said today, you make her move, you got a week. And if you can't do it in a week, I'm going to take over. Who said that? Okay, was it up to you that we know you said that? Was that your decision? It wasn't. But here's the thing. When you do the crime to me, you get caught. Every day for 10 years. I got all this. No other victim has this. That you trafficked me to a guy in Houston who is a realtor. No other victim knows that beforehand, do they? But I do. When you contact me, when you ignore and defy what my guy said, here's the thing. You want to talk to him on the phone. And he knows that. Because you call all over the place trying to find him. Somebody said, we got a Texas senator. He's got a sex weirdo problem. He's a pervert. He's like Jeff Epstein. And he's got a victim in Tulsa that keeps catching the crime that he's doing. She's helping some cops. There's apparently some team of cops working on a human trafficking case or a human rights violations case or something. And he's called all around trying to go over her head to get her fired. And nobody will call him back. You know what? Those guys get laid all the time. They're with real women having real sex. They're chivalrous. They can't imagine doing to a woman what you do to women. Can't imagine it. Cannot imagine it. What he said is respect her, respect the law, or I'm going to do it for you. Within the legal process, I'll do it for you. However bad, we've told you in response to your offers for a threat and a bribe, no to both. I'll starve you into a lie or take my bribe money, my buy-a-lie money and lie. And the answers to that were, how about you give back what you took, fix what you broke, and get the fuck out? The more you do, the more we have. You're sitting in a pile of criminal excrement, and you don't know that, do you? We found out you have Huntington's disease because when you contact me, when you invade my privacy, when you take my money, we get more information from inside your criminal camp. Like you got Huntington's disease that causes delusion, paranoia, hallucination, psychosis, and impaired cognitive reasoning. You're not all there. You're mentally ill, and our shrink says mentally retarded. Impaired cognitive reasoning, cause and effect. Same, different, before and after. You can't put all that together in your head. We could do it in daycare. Right? We had a guy that said, when I talk to Mr. Perry, it's like talking to a 10-year-old bratty little kid who found some porn and can't tear himself away from it. You know, it's time to go to school, and you can't put the porn down and go to school. Go to work. Go do something else, normal. He said, it's never, when I talk to Mr. Perry, it's never like I'm talking to a grown man. And for sure not an elected official. It's like talking to a bratty little kid who found some porn and can't seem to put it down. He's stuck with it, stuck in it. Ew. He goes, it's too weird. It makes me uncomfortable, very uncomfortable. So I can imagine there's probably some other people complaining about it too. He wasn't invited up here. Why is he here? Why is he always in Oklahoma? Nobody invited you here. You come where I am, and every day that starts out good, you'll ruin it in about 2 seconds. Everything good, you ruin it. You blow it up. And you can't figure out why nobody likes you? You can't figure out why nobody likes you, really? Huntington's disease, cuckoo bird. When you guys do the crime to me, you get caught. All of you. It's not just Charles, it's your whole group. Your group sits around and tells each other how we're okay, we're cool. Everybody on that side is horrified by you. Literally horrified by you. As they were horrified by Jeff Epstein, they're horrified by you. You're no different. You're worse. To the best of our knowledge, Jeff didn't kill people. People, Charles, everybody's horrified by you. Horrified. Like they were BTK. Like they were Jeff. Horrified by you. So, don't sit there and go, why don't they like us? You're doing things that are very offensive and inappropriate. You do it all day long. It is inappropriate, offensive, disgusting, cruel, sick, twisted to watch women in the privacy of their homes and rape us like that. If there were nothing else, there's that. It's a turnoff. I've said this over and over and over and over. I said I don't go out with a man unless he makes sure I don't miss a meal. I don't go out with a man unless he respects my boundaries and my privacy and my family. I don't go out with a man unless he's normal. You'll never get a date with me. I don't go out with a man unless he defends my honor. You have sat on your butt trying to figure out how to false arrest me and smear me again. You did it already once. There's never going to be a date with me. It's never going to happen. The more you push and force and bother and harass and push and force and coerce and bother and harass and threaten and threaten and threaten and threaten, the more we get, because you're pissing off people with a hell of a lot of power. Power to get what you just said. Power to let me know you've been trafficked to a Houston realtor. He's trying to starve you so you feel like you have nothing left and you have to go. They want to take everything you have. They want to get you kicked out of your home. They want to take your driver's license. They want to get you a passport. They want it, all the stuff that traffickers do. They hired a witch named Geppetto. He's casting spells on you that's not working. He's all frustrated. Does she have sage? Does she have sage? Every day, all day long. And then this morning, you have a week to make her move, and if you can't do it, I'm going to do it. I'll take over. And then you're going to do what, sir? Why don't you come tell me that to my face? What is it you're going to do? I don't want to move. I came here to be with my family and not be bothered. You're going at me. When you go at me, you get caught. You know that. Maybe stop going at me, dumb fuck. You're not all there either. What's your disease? What's your mental illness? He said her privacy's not to be invaded anymore. You don't contact her again. She's not to be broke anymore. You need to give back what you took. You need to fix what you broke and get the fuck out of her life. And maybe I'll show some mercy and maybe I won't. But here's what I'll do for sure. However bad you're making it for her, I'll make it that bad for you and worse. If you don't give it back and get out of her life right now. There's not going to be a bribe. There's not going to be a threat of starvation, deprivation of food and shelter with intent to coerce. You stop. You stop. And you've defied him and defied him and defied him and defied him. So, I don't know what to tell you. I can't help you anymore. I can't argue for mercy at all now. I can't do it. So, this is what you were caught talking about right here. We got this from Intel. The money that you paid for your cover-up, their $25 million or whatever it was. I don't know what it is now. But at one point, we heard y'all talking about a specific number, $25 million. Bought us this. That's all you got. You got no date. You got no information. Nobody will call you back. We got information. We got it. This information is being collected to get a conviction against you in court. Okay? This is our witness statement. Mr. Perry puts cameras in women's homes, broadcasts them on the dark web, and sells watch time using their body for profit against their will with no compensation. Most of them don't even know about it. They don't even know. Then that's window shopping. He will get them fired. He'll make sure they can't find another job. They lose the house. Then he has the ex take the kids away. If you hear one child scream and cry because they miss their mom, you're not the same. You'll never sleep the same again. You'll never think the same again. Nothing. Mr. Perry just contacted me again, you guys. So when I quote you tomorrow or later tonight, that's why. He was told not to contact me at all, wasn't he? Do not contact me again. Do not contact me, and I fucking hate it. You make me want to vomit. Every time you contact me, my stomach turns. You are the nastiest, most gross piece of trash I've ever met in my life. You'll never get a date with me. You're not good enough. You're fucking creepy. You're a creepster. So that's what the witness says. Then while he said he's raking it in while they starve to death. He said, I'm sick of sleeping with one eye open. I'm glad somebody's finally going to get this guy. He's bad. He's bad. He's yuck. He's just gross. So I'm glad somebody's finally going to get him. Finally getting him. About time. About damn time. This guy said that you sell us while you're selling watch time. We're like being advertised for you to traffic. There's a big thing. Rachel Maddow did a big thing last night about human trafficking last night. Okay? Human rights violations is a big problem, sir, internationally. Human rights violations is taken very seriously on an international scale. So is trafficking. Billions of dollars are poured into fighting human trafficking. You stupid little bitch. You're just stupid. Every day it's the same thing. When you do the crime to me, you get caught. When you do the crime to me, you get caught. When you contact me, that's crime. I don't like it. I told you to stop it. You get caught. When you peep, that's crime, bitch. It's nasty. It's rape. You get caught. When you take my money, that's crime. You get caught. You bought yourself with $25 million. You bought us Intel. He trafficked you to a guy in Houston. He sold you, took half up front. He needs to deliver to get the other half. By the way, they call that Papa John's. Can we make Papa John's on this one? She's really fighting us. We've never had one with this much longevity. And I'm not told how they get that information, and I don't care. I really don't. It's not. Why would that concern me? It doesn't concern me in the least. So we got all this. We're going to take her car away from her. all last night. Please take her car away from her tonight. Please take her car away from her tonight. And because you said that, we got it. You're caught. You're caught. You're caught trafficking. You're caught selling people. You're caught with human rights violations on an international scale. That has been condemned. People want it stopped. Second on the list of polling for midterms, everybody wants crime stopped. It comes up second on the list of things that are important to people. Normal people. People outside your little weirdo group. You're offending everybody else. You're offending everybody else. You're caught when you do it to me. You've stepped on some very powerful toes. Stupid. Listen to what I just said. When you talk about taking my car, we get it every time. You're stepping on powerful toes. You're pissing off people who are more powerful than you. We know you said that, and it wasn't up to you, was it? We know you said that. Was it up to you that we got it? They're going to use it to get a conviction against you in court. Dumb fuck. Why else would we have that? You're not all there, are you? You're stupid, aren't you? Are you stupid? Act like you understand how serious this is that I have this. You act like you have no idea what it means that I have that. And your guy this morning, if you can't make her, you have a week to make her move. And if you can't, I'm taking over. And then you're going to do what? Then you're going to do what? Why didn't you come tell me to my face? Because that wasn't Charles that said that. Was it? The fact that we have this, Mr. Perry, this right here has already been used to get investigatory orders. And it will also be used to get a conviction. This recording that goes with this thing right here. Please take our car away tonight. Last night. That recording will be used to get a conviction, dumb fuck. You expressed intent to do something illegal. To coerce me to lie. Grand larceny with intent to coerce. Interference with commerce with intent to coerce. Interference with contracts with intent to coerce. Deprivation of food and shelter with intent to coerce. And every time you talk about it, we got more evidence to play in court. And everybody will have to sit there and listen to the bullshit I've had to listen to. If you can't make her move in a week, I'm taking over. And then you'll do what? Tell me to my face. Nobody's bothering you. You're getting caught bothering me. I came here not to have a fuss, not to have conflict. And I'll wake up and it'll be a great day. And Mr. Perry ruins it in about 2 seconds. Anything good, he ruins it. Anything good, he'll fuck it up. So we got that. And this is the McNamara email. I got it in 2015. Sir, you so upset and disturbed somebody. We got this. This will be used to get a conviction, Mr. Perry. Why else would we have it? Why the fuck else would we have this, sir? You're just not all there, are you? You've got some sort of detachment in ascertaining what your situation really is, and that if they have this, they're going to use it in court to lock me up for the rest of my life, and maybe get a death penalty. Maybe get the death penalty. Right? You've killed people. Once you hear a little girl screaming and crying for their mother that you took away from her, Charles, what'd I just say? He just contacted me again. So, when I quote you tomorrow, that's why. He was told not to contact me, that's crime. When you do the crime to me, you get caught. When you hear a little girl screaming or crying for their mother, it will change you forever. You'll never be the same. That's what this is about. Little children's lives you blew up. And that you hurt in a way they'll never get over. So your hurt little feelings over getting caught don't concern us, sir. You don't matter. It pisses us off. You have the nerve to say you're hurt. How dare you? No one gives a fuck, and no one understands why you think they would. Now, whoever's trying to make me move, you're obstructing justice, sir. Make sure you can live with the consequences of that. Make sure you can live with the consequences of that. He said, in response to your bribe offer and your threat, I'm going to starve her until she lies. Or she can take my BioLi money and lie. Then it changed for, well, we'll just put her in jail. If she won't sign my lie, we're going to use intimidation. Illegally. Abuse my office. Abuse of power. We'll put her in jail and do another false arrest. I'll go into court and lie. And then, she signs the affidavit. And then we'll tell her, well, you're gonna go to Houston and you're gonna be a realtor with this guy that you're supposed to, be with. Me and him are gonna share you, and then I'll be dead. Well, you're not gonna let me pop up and say they made me sign that. We already know this. We've talked about it. You know how I know? You guys were recorded talking about it. They're gonna use that to get a conviction, sir. Dumb fuck. So you're gonna collect your money, then kill me. We all know it. You had a big long conversation about jurisdiction yesterday. Somebody did. She won't go to Texas. She'll sit in her car on Christmas, not being able to talk to her family, not being able to be with her family, to avoid Texas. Because she could have called her ex-husband and said, can I at least spend the holiday with you? And then gone to Texas and at least had a bath. But she didn't. She stayed in her car in the fucking Walmart parking lot to avoid going to Texas. So she's not purposely availed herself to stay to Texas and hasn't derived any benefits. So Texas doesn't have any jurisdiction. Why is that coming up, Mr. Perry? Why is that even being discussed? Yeah. Huh? You tell me. You like talking. Watch, he'll get all quiet now. See? We have one in Tulsa. We need her to go back to Texas so it can hurt her more. I said no. My guy said no. You're defying authority that can get what you just said. You're defying authority that can get that. And that. And that. And he said, if you give it back and get out on your own without me having to do it for you, I might show some mercy. I might not. But I can promise you this. It'll be as bad as you're making things for her and worse. That I'll promise you. We quote you every day. If you don't make her move this week, I'm taking over. And then you'll do what? Look at this. On the 9th of February, we need to take all her money and get her kicked out of her house. But now there's a COVID moratorium, so even if she doesn't pay, it doesn't matter. Let's try smoking. Well, a couple of days later, on the 15th, she called about smoking. So it does look like there was a concerted effort to displace her. When you look at me, when you peep on me, when you watch me, you'll type in my phone literally, I can see you. I can see you. I'm watching you. I can see you. I'm looking at you. I'm here. Ew. Ugh. And I'm supposed to be happy? Why would that... What? I'm raping you. I'm raping you. I'm here raping you. Oh my God. It's disgusting. That's why we get this stuff, Mr. Perry. Because you're contacting me and that's a crime. You're watching me. You're a peeping Tom and that's a crime. You're trying to coerce me and that's a crime. I said no. I've said no for years, every day. There's plenty of women out there. Go find one that likes you. Try Amanda. She likes prisoners. So, all the stuff we got, Mr. Perry, look, point out for me the marks on Mike Nealey that looked like he was in a fight. They were talking about Epstein right before the murder, just a few hours. You offend people as bad as he did, but you're worse because you did this murder. You did, you tried to kill him. He's found unconscious and in respiratory distress, dying. They gave him Narcan so he wouldn't die. Not a mark on him. Sitting in jail for a murder you committed. Okay, you know how I know that? We found out he was drugged before anybody else said it. That's the arrest report. There's no injuries listed in the arrest report. A red swollen right hand. He's got an IV needle in it. Detective stupid. This right here, March 2020, I said he was drugged. Did you want me to lie about knowing he was drugged before anybody else said it, or that it was confirmed in depositions months later? Which one did you want me to lie about? You dumb son of a bitch. Huh? We're tired of this. Everybody's sick of this. You're causing loss people don't get over, ever. That hurt is what everybody cares about. They don't give two fucks about your hurt little feelings because you got caught. And nobody likes you. Nobody likes people that do what you do. Nobody likes you. Outside your circle of weirdo, the whole rest of the world finds what you're doing extremely creepy, extremely cruel, extremely offensive, extremely inappropriate, and everybody would like very much for you to be in jail. We don't have a problem getting this stuff, sir, because everybody wants you guys in jail and gone and not around to do this crap anymore. We don't have problems getting this information that we're going to use to get a conviction so that you're in jail and you can't be here anymore to hurt everybody. And to take a life or take property that's not yours and to butt into things that are none of your business. Charles, shut up. Again, he just contacted me. That is a crime. When you contact me, we find out more. You get caught. So when I quote you guys tomorrow, 3 times while I'm doing this podcast, Mr. Perry tried to contact me. 3 times. Don't contact her. Don't contact her family. Don't invade her privacy. And don't take her money. Respect the law. Respect her, or I'm going to fucking do it for you. She said no to the bribe. She said no to your threats. I'm going to starve you until you lie. She said no. No means no. You only ought to have to say that one time. One time, rapist. So, you give back what you took, you fix what you broke, and you get the fuck out of her life. You don't have a choice. As much as we quote you, why do you think you have a choice? Delusional. Why do you think you have a choice? Delusional. Is it up to you when we quote you every day? It's not. Get a grip on reality. You're in a lot of trouble. We're quoting you. You're not quoting us. We're naming your people. You can't name even one of our guys. They won't call you back. They will not dignify you with a fucking phone call. Loser. So, what, you're not important, Charles. That's what he said. I'm not going to call Senator Important back. I'm busy catching his crime. And by the way, I can get laid with a real woman. My wife, or I got my buddy over here working with me, his girlfriend. Charles doesn't have that. He never will. I can get what he just said. He'll never talk to me. Not right now. I won't dignify him with a phone call. He's hurting our girl. I don't think that's cute. I told him to stop it. He's defying my authority. He's hurting our girl. You don't mean anything to me. You don't mean anything to me, Mr. Perry. You're a job. Get a grip on reality. So he said, however bad he's making it for you, he can give it back and get out on his own, like I told him to, and comply with the law. Get in compliance with the law. And if he does, I'll show him some mercy. Maybe I won't. He's defied my authority so much. I've had it with him. But I can promise him one thing. However bad he makes it for you, I'll make it that bad for him and worse. I can do that. I'm a cop. He's a bad guy. So, we got all that. All this here. These are subject lines to the very thousands of emails where I've typed up a recording of you guys talking about doing a criminal act to me. All of these here. Charles, you're creeping me out right now. You're fucking creepy. You're rejected because you're creepy and you're cruel. Nobody likes you. When you do the crime to me, you get caught. You're stepping on some very powerful toes, sir. Get a grip on reality. We're quoting you. You're not quoting us. We have names of your people. Right there. Muffin Man. Who's Muffin Man? That's a nickname. Who is he? Who said that? If you can't make her move in a week, I'm going to take over. And then you're going to do what, sir? Come tell me to my face. It wasn't Charles that said that. Okay, so we have Bald Fat Calvin, Lucius, Sanjay, Geppetto, Blankenship, Desiree, Monique, Beverly. Who's Monique and where is she right now? James, Ruben, Dickie, Richard, Andrew, Lawrence, Kate. There's Sam, Oscar, Nesbitt. Nesbitt, James, and Ruben, you guys think are leaks. Right? Betancourt. Who's Betancourt? So, We have your people's names, bitch. You can't name even one of my guys and they won't dignify you with a phone call. People are disgusted with you as they are Jeff Epstein, except you're worse. You're killing people. You hear one little girl scream and cry one time for her mommy because these men took her away, ripped her mama away from her so they could sell her. You'll never be the same. You won't sleep the same. You won't think the same. You won't be the same again. One time is all you need to hear it. You'll never be the same again. You won't be able to look at Charles without wanting to hit him. It'll be everything you can do not to hit him. And he got his feelings hurt because I won't help him. Wow. I'm not sure what to say. That's all I heard all morning. He's typing in my phone. I'm hurt. I'm sad. Oh, no one cares. Didn't ask you, did I? No, I didn't. I said, get the fuck out of my phone. Get the fuck out of my phone, weirdo. Get out of my phone. Get the fuck out of my phone. So that's not the half of it. I don't have a lot of time tonight. This is going to go on the same page as some other stuff. Now, this is all I got today. Remember, they want to take me to the mall way down here, and I usually DoorDash in Midtown. So they have it where everything's blocked off except down by the mall where they want to get my car. Upside down. I made no money today. All day long. Upside down. The more you do that, the more we get. The more you do, when you contact me, when you take my money, and you take my privacy, and you interfere with personal relationships, you're a butt-in. You don't get a date. You don't get information. We do. You get told on. Cause and effect, and you've been doing the same thing for a decade that gets you told on and rejected and told on and rejected and told on and rejected and told on and rejected, and yet you go right back at it. So don't tell us that's not what you want. It has to be. It has to be. There's no way. For 10 years, not a day, not a week, not a month, not a year, a decade. 10 years. All I got all fucking day. So you pissed my guy off because that's not what he said was supposed to happen. You're not even supposed to be hacking my app at all, are you? But since you did, this is going to be used against you in a court of law to get a conviction. Everything you did today. What he said is, you can take off your little girl panties and put your big boy pants on and handle this like a man. She said no. Go on about your business and leave everybody the fuck alone. What I told you to do is, her privacy is not to be invaded anymore. You don't contact her or her family in any way, shape, or form. Name one problem. I hear you have a little doll. What one problem has that doll solved, Mr. Perry? Did it get you a date? Did it get you information? Did it get you a call? No. No, it didn't, did it? Okay, so her privacy is not to be invaded. You don't contact her or her family again. She's not to be broke anymore. You respect her, you respect the law, or I'm going to come get your ass. And then we quote you. All that stuff that we're getting when we quote you is going to be used to get a conviction against you, sir. I'm not going to help you. I don't want to help you. I want you to be gone. I came to Oklahoma to be with my family and to never again have to hear what you think or how you feel. I don't care. Nobody understands why you think I would. I don't want to help you. No one understands why you think I would want to help you. Nobody understands, sir, why you think that, delusional. You're whack job. Looney Tooney. So, what we get out of this stuff, what he bought for us today, was she can't not follow procedure. I'm not even going to get into what that was. She can't not follow procedure. Okay. Did y'all get her yelling today with all the DoorDash orders that were upside down? We're instigating and antagonizing. Did you get her yelling and mad about it? And so the guy says, he goes, can you pull up next to her and take a picture of her yelling? And the guy goes, okay. So, first of all, you pull up next to somebody. You got to explain how I got there at that moment when you got her nice and pissed off. And she's yelling. And for all I know, she's got Charles on the phone. She's yelling at him. You pull up to people all the time and they're talking on the phone, or they're singing real loud, they're singing rock music, they're singing whatever. So I'm not sure what this does. How does this benefit anything? Charles, when you contact me, he just contacted me again. So that's what, 4 times now, 5 times now? So when I quote y'all later tonight and tomorrow, that's why. He was told to stop it. That's a crime to contact me. You were told not to. Mr. Perry, you were told not to. I moved twice because I don't want to hear it. I don't want any contact with you at all. None. Your contact is creepy. You're a fucking creepster. You're rejected. You don't get a date. You're all by yourself. You're pissing everybody off. And that gets us more. Cause and effect, same, different, before and after. You're never going to get a date with me. I don't do creepy. I don't do it. You got to be normal to ride this ride. It'll never be you. You're always a wannabe, never what I want. I don't go out with creepy men. No one. You don't have a woman. The guys helping me, Charles, have women with them. They actually have real sex with real women. You don't have that. You've been 10 years, 13 years. You're not going to have it, ever. Not with me. You'll never have it. You repulse me, weirdo. You're fucking creepy. You're creepy. You turn off, ladies. You're a turn off. Go to a bar and tell women what you do to me and see if I want to go home with you. Yeah, they won't. They'll call the cops. Okay, so there'll be a 911 call. Guess what I do to this woman? You want to go out with me? Yeah, I don't. Oops, what the hell happened? Okay, look, this is the fucking polling. Voters put a priority on crime at midterm elections. It was number 2. People don't like crime. Why'd you think they'd like yours, dumbass? Huh? People don't like crime. Why did you think they would like your crime? Voyeurism is a felony. It's rape. Stalking is a felony, sir. Coercing, witness tampering, victim tampering, human trafficking, human rights violations, deprivation of food and shelter with intent to coerce. Charles, you're creeping me out. Guys, when I quote you tomorrow, he's asking for it. He is just not shutting up. Yeah, right here. Charles, people don't like your crime. People don't like you. They don't like you. We're quoting you. You're not quoting us. I'm having to repeat myself. That gets very irritating. Very irritating. That we have to repeat ourselves for you all the time. Look at that. People don't like crime. They're not going to like yours either. So that's, trying to make her scream, antagonize, instigate, provoke. And then we'll tell you where she's at. Pull up next to her and take a picture. Wow. That's some sick, twisted stuff no normal person could think up if they had to. I'd like to meet this sick, twisted fuck that thought that up. This guy didn't even, the guy was like, I can do that, but I got to explain how I know where she's going to be at that moment. First of all. Second of all, people are, people talk on the phone. They yell at people on the phone. They sing real loud. I don't see what this is going to do. Stupid. What's it going to do? Yeah. I don't know. We're at a loss. All right, so because I have to this one too we got in. I think everyone would like to see Cindy have a good life and be able to just go to work and make money and not be threatened and harassed all the time, and be able to enjoy her family, and her family enjoy her, and her friends and her friends too, and be with the man that she wants to be with. And I think everyone's a little confused as to why Charles doesn't want that too. That's kind of confusing. That's not normal. Not many people knew that there was a problem when she left Lubbock, and all he had to do was put it in the past and move on, like a grown-ass person. Instead, he's gone wherever she is and picked out a sore and picked at it and picked at it and picked at it and caused her substantial loss. And kept her from everybody she loves and everybody she cares about, ruined her reputation, ruined her credit, and now it's a gaping pussy wound. That's supposed to say wound. That is really hard to look at. Now it's a gaping pussy wound, hard to look at. People don't like to watch suffering. You hear one little kid scream and cry one time for their mom that you've ripped away from them, you're not the same ever again. People watching what you're doing to me, same thing. People watching what you're doing to Mike Nealey, same thing. People watching what you're doing to the Miller kids, same thing. So he said, he goes where she is, and she left for a reason. So I think people are having a really hard time swallowing this deal, where one minute it's a political vendetta, the next minute it's a romance, but he's, oh God. The other minute it's about a romance, but he doesn't want her to be happy. So he's always making major problems for her. Most people would like to see her be able to enjoy having her privacy, making money, and going to work, and not being threatened, harassed all the time, and to be with the man that she wants, and to be with and to see Mr. Perry back in Lubbock with his family instead of up here. So I think he's getting caught because he's not understanding how the world thinks and sees him. He needs to understand that, and he may have a mental illness, but there are doctors to help with that. But everyone else does not have a mental illness, and it's difficult to understand why he'd be so intent on her ruin, because that's not normal. So, number 2, on the things that are important, that we stop crime for the whole rest of the world. For the whole rest of the world. Everybody's very uncomfortable with what you're doing and your cruelty. Very, very uncomfortable with it. I don't know how they get information, what they get it from leaks, what they get from some sort of surveillance order, and I don't care. No one cares. No one cares how you feel or what you think or what you want. We're all sick of hearing it. I don't know how many different ways I could say the same thing to you. Stupid. Get a nurse. I'm not a special ed teacher. I don't know how to communicate with somebody who's mentally ill like you. You have two problems: mental illness and impaired cognitive reasoning. So that's mental retardation. I don't know how to communicate. I had patients with Down syndrome. Easy as hell to get along with. They understood my instructions. They understood verbal commands. They understood, they responded appropriately to what I told them to do with their lymphedema. So I'm not sure how to deal with somebody like you. Even my Down syndrome patients, I had a patient with Down syndrome who had the mind of a 6-year-old, literally. She was about 40, and she responded appropriately to what I said. So I don't know how to deal with someone who doesn't. I don't know. I don't have to, shouldn't have to. Nobody invited you here. I don't like you, Charles. Nobody does. Nobody likes you. You're fucking creepy. You're just creepy. And you're very cruel. And you're gross. And he just did it again. You're very creepy. You're very cruel. You're rejected. And you're told on. So don't act like you don't like being told on. Don't act like you don't like being caught. You have to. Nobody does the same thing every day for a decade and gets the same results if they don't like those results. When you do the crime to me, you get caught. Nothing else happens but that. You got nothing to show for the past 10 years of your life, but you're sitting in a pile of your criminal excrement like never before. He just did it again. Charles, don't contact me. I don't like it. I fucking hate it. Stop being creepy. You need to control yourself, pathetic. Do you have power to control yourself? Your conduct is very offensive. So we can get information and you can't. I just said stop contacting me. He's still going at it. Alright, guys, when I quote you tomorrow, that's why. He just asked for it. So if you guys don't like your results, maybe from the outside looking at you, we're like scratching our heads going, they're full of shit. They have to like their results. There's no way they don't. You don't do the same thing every day for 10 years if you don't like the results you're getting. There's no way. They absolutely want to get caught because nothing else has happened in 10 years, but they get caught when they go at me. And they keep going at me. They like getting caught. Creepy Chucky, stop. Just stop. Okay, so how many times did he contact me while I was talking? Alright, so lastly, we're going to go over this again one last time because I have to hit on it every time in case you take it in front of a grand jury. And it's just not on the, we got the harassment claims. I'm going to harass her and so badly, and when she complains about it, I'll say she's harassing me and I'll put her in jail for harassment, right? Is that why you wanted to get me screaming and have some guy come next to me and take a picture while I'm driving? Huh? Okay, you're instigating, you're provoking, and Judge Kirkendall spoke to that when she said, I need you to leave her alone for a couple of weeks so I can rule out provocation and entrapment and antagonizing and instigating. You're stepping on toes that are very powerful, Mr. Perry, and then we quote you, right? She can't just not follow procedure. Okay, you're dealing with people that can get that to me in jail. They can get that to me in jail. And it wasn't up to you. When we quote you, it's not up to you. It's never up to you when we quote you. We quote you every day. We have always controlled the flow of information. If you can't make her move in a week, I'm taking over. Was it up to you that I heard you say that? Huh? It's never up to you. We control the flow of information. The more Charles contacts me, the easier it is to get it. It's a crime to contact me, and he does it anyway. You see, you're the butt-in. You're always just a wannabe, never the wanted one. I don't go out with creepy guys. Creepy Chucky. You cause fear and sadness. Charles, your contact right now is creepy. Stop. Get out of my phone. Stop being creepy. Okay, so he did a false arrest. So, I mean, this is powerful toes right here you're stomping on every time you piss me off. Instigating and provoking. Very powerful toes that heard you say, if you can't get this done in a week, make her move. Make her leave where she came, with her family, home to her family, where she came not to be bothered. That was the second time I moved to get away from a man bothering me. Stop bothering everybody, Charles. Go work. Nobody cares that nobody cares that your, whiny little ass is mad because you got caught. Nobody cares. We're all tired of hearing you talk. I'm going to go over this. He's doing it again. What is it you're getting out of that? Because you're getting rejected and told on every time you do that. There's no date. You'll never get a date. I don't go out with creepsters. Creepy Chucky. Alright, so we did the false arrest. This is when I put in a police report, which you have to do if you want a protective order. 9 days later, they have me false arrested for filing a false police report in retaliation for a public servant doing his job as a senator. Senator important. Can't get a phone call back from my guys. I was getting death threats. See? Are you giving me arsenic? I'm getting sick. Yeah, we are. We're trying to kill you. You won't lie for us. This has been going on that long. This was months before. This is in October. Look, he's trying to find a way to arrest me, to coerce me. We got this because when you contact me, that's a crime. So we get more. You do the crime to me, you get caught. You don't get it. You're not getting a date. You're all by yourself. My guys are like, you're going to give back what you took, fix what you broke, and get the fuck out of her life by yourself, or I'm going to do it for you through the normal legal process. By the way, I can get laid and you can't. I'm having real sex with a real woman and you're not. So, I'm quoting you, you're not quoting me. So if you did that by yourself like a big boy, maybe I'll show some mercy, maybe I won't. But I'll tell you one thing for sure. However bad you make it for Cynthia, she's our girl. I'll make it that bad for you and worse. You can live with your choices, right? I mean, that's just what he said. He's a cop. He doesn't like bad guys like you. You're as offensive as Epstein. You're worse. Much worse. Mike and Likey were talking about Epstein right before the murder. This is when I get a call back. There was no proper collection of my evidence. No blood test to see if I had arsenic to confirm it or rule it out. See? That's obstruction of justice right there. You went into court and you lied about there being a false police report. Nobody collected the evidence even. You obstructed justice. You, by physical force, prevented and delayed me from reporting your crime. That's a Title 18 RICO Act violation. When you take my money, we get more, because that is too. And there's no evidence of a political vendetta. Did you lie about the political vendetta, or did you imagine it because you have delusion from Huntington's disease and you just, imagined it? Tell us. Why are you always in Oklahoma? Huh? Why won't you leave Oklahoma? These are the rest of the text. Let your life fade away. Look at this. This was before my false arrest. My guys were helping me then. You gonna kill me or kidnap me? Let your life fade away. I can't promise this will end without death and destruction. I did threaten to murder you. Back then, I'm telling him, why can't he just leave me the fuck alone? There's nothing political here. Did you imagine it, Mr. Perry? Oh, that's the Fabian. It was about you butt into a personal relationship. This is Dave right here. I'm not Wyatt Earp. I didn't come into town to mop up. I came into town to be left alone and spend time with my family. I didn't want to know about corruption. I don't care. I don't want to be involved in that. What I came to do is leave me alone. Why won't he leave me alone? This is all. You putting stuff in my food, trying to kill me? So, I mean, where's the political vendetta, Mr. Perry? What does that say? Make him leave me the fuck alone. Look at this. Was that Judge Kirkendall, 2021? I need 2 weeks where you stop so we can rule out entrapment and provocation. You guys took that to mean do it more. So we got more. We started getting your names. Mr. Perry kept threatening, I'm going to get you kicked out of your apartment. I'm going to get you kicked. And I was like, if you do that, my guys are going to go, you're going to step on some power. And they're going to go ape shit on you. You're going to pay for it. It may be, you'll pay for it in a way you're not used to paying for, but you're going to pay for it. All the stuff that we get, Mr. Perry, will be used against you in a court of law to get a conviction. So, you can live with your choices, right? You're never going to get a date with me. Everybody wants you gone. All of you. We can get this stuff like that, snap of a finger. So, now I don't remember what I was saying. Shit. I lost my train of thought. Everybody's tired of this. Everybody's fucking tired of this. Everybody's sick of you. I don't know how many times I can repeat myself for you to get it. They're getting laid. They got real women. While you sit there by yourself with your doll. Yep. You're rejected. You're a turnoff. My shrink says, or their shrink, she goes, Cynthia has told him and told him and told him and told him over and over and over and over. Here's what I like in men. Here's what repulses me. If you like me, you'll do what I like. Mr. Perry has never done a fucking thing she likes. He always does everything that's a turnoff. Everything that repulses her. This is not about him trying to get a date. This is about him getting a sick thrill, pissing everybody off. Because he will do it even if it means he's going to get caught. It's that bad. He's a sex sadist. And it's about trafficking. It's not about it. He's not in love with her. This isn't about a date. If he loved her, he'd want her to be happy even if it's not with him. And he wouldn't do every nasty, cruel, awful thing. Nobody, if you're in love, you want the person that you're in love with to be happy, even if it's not with you. And you do things that they like. You do things to try to attract them, to try to win their heart. And she's told him, I don't go out with men unless they make sure I don't miss a meal. And he's running around telling everybody he's going to starve her until she lies. He's after the lie because she's starving. Dude, every single DoorDash order I got today was upside down like the ones I just showed. I got none. I did one order. I made $9 all day long. One order I could do. Okay, I've danced, and you have people run me off so that I can't make money. I was waitressing. I was making pretty good money, and you ran me off. You had that girl bully me out. Let's frame her for theft. You're not gonna go where you're being harassed. You're not going to go, sir, where you're being harassed. Yeah. People don't she left and went home. She left Lubbock to get away from harassment that Mr. Perry was doing to her in Lubbock and went home to her family. So he's in Oklahoma, not with his family, claiming he's being harassed. Okay, if that's true, then go home to Lubbock with your family, like she did. Or stop the bullshit. I wasn't born yesterday. Yeah, go into court and lie. Wrecked my car and wrecked my car and wrecked my car. So I'm not going to keep repeating the same thing. But when you contact me, when you take my money, when you invade my privacy, those are all crimes, and try to coerce me and try to make me move. Nobody's bothering you. You're getting caught bothering me. You don't do the same thing every day if you don't like what you're getting out of it. He's contacting me right now. Mr. Perry's very creepy. Aren't you? You're creepy. So you're by yourself. The guys helping me, they get laid with real women. They have a real date with a real woman. You don't have that. 13 years, you're rejected and told on. Okay? He can do something like get that to me in jail. So what he said is, I'm not going to call you back, sir. I don't talk to stupid. I'm busy getting intel. That's a productive use of my time. You don't understand what I've said. You're not responding appropriately. What I said is, her privacy is not to be invaded anymore. That's a crime. You don't contact her or her family anymore. That's a crime. She asked you not to. She went to great lengths to have no further contact with you at all. And to get out of Texas, there's no purposeful availment. And to avoid Texas, actually, there's no benefit derived. Nothing. You're trying to make me go to Texas. You asked Fabian to try to coax me to Texas. We'll pay you $15,000. We'll pay you 20. We'll pay you 25. And he kept telling you no. I told you he will not help you, didn't I? He might come up here to say your words. Now, all these years later, that'll be interesting. Okay, so he said you don't take her money anymore. That's a crime. Deprivation. You're in trouble for human rights violations. That's very serious. Very, very serious. So, billions of dollars are poured into fighting human trafficking and human rights violations, and you're doing both. So you're in a lot of trouble, and you're stepping on some very powerful toes. Every time you do the crime to me, you get caught. Because you're stepping on some very powerful toes, Mr. I'm going to take over if you can't make her move in a week. We know you said that. Was it up to you? We got this puzzle in jail. Was that up to you? Huh? All right. She said no to the bribe. I'm telling you no to the threats. Give back what you took and get the fuck out today. We're all going to do it for you. And if I have to do it for you, you're not going to like it. And it'll be done through the legal process. Now, if you do give it back and get the hell out all by yourself, maybe I'll show some mercy. Maybe I won't. I think before he said he would. Now, because you have defied him and defied him and defied him and defied him, he said, maybe I will, maybe I won't. But one thing is for sure, however bad you make her life, I'll make yours that bad and worse. I promise you, that's a promise. That's not a threat. I'm promising you. All the stuff that we're getting is going to be used to get a conviction. The more you do to me, the more we get. And the easier it will be to get a conviction. And then we don't have to deal with your shit anymore. People don't like crime. We don't know why they thought you'd be, everybody'd be jumping up and down about yours. You guys have your little meetings with your little crowd of weirdo and convince yourselves we're just wonderful. But the problem is everyone else doesn't think so. Everyone else is horrified by you. Terrorizing. Horrified by it. Okay? I don't like you. You're not going to get a date with me ever. I don't go out with creepy. I don't go out with peeping toms. I don't go out with cop killers. I don't go out with guys that I've sat and listened to them talk about murdering me more than once. I know that you've tried to kill me more than once. And Mr. Perry's response is, you want to go to dinner? You want to go? How are you feeling? Hi. Who's telling on me? Is it your mom? Is it your family? Is it Al? Is it Sam? Is it Jim? Who's telling on me? I'm going to take your car away. I'm going to take your car. I'm going to starve you till you lie. I made you broke. I win in court. I made you broke. You want to come with me? Why didn't you just come? Oh my God. Wow. Doesn't even make sense, does it? It's like being in a funny farm all the time. Perfectly good day, he'll ruin it in a second. Anything good, he'll fuck it up. Everything's a thing. Everything's an ordeal. People don't like problems. They don't like stress. And they don't like you. Because you cause it. So, we're quoting you. You're not quoting us. And you need to remember who it is you're talking to. Creepy Chucky.
I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I moved.
No. Just
leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No, 0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you. I don't ever want to hear your voice, Theo. Please, God bless you, but please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I moved.
Just
leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
leave me alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you. I don't ever want to hear your voice, Theo. Please, God bless you, but please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I moved.
Just
leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
leave me alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you. I don't ever want to hear your voice, Theo. Please, God bless you, but please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I moved. Leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
leave me alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you. I don't ever want to hear your voice, Theo. Please, God bless you, but please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I moved. Leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
leave me alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you. I don't ever want to hear your voice, Theo. Please, God bless you, but please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I moved. Leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
leave me alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you. I don't ever want to hear your voice, Theo. Please, God bless you, but please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone.
All you want.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone.
Hey men, leave women the fuck alone. When they're in public, when they're doing anything, you don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to step into their personal space. You don't have the right to them. Especially if they're making it very clear they don't want to be talked to. But even when they're not, unless a woman is giving you enthusiastic and continuous body language and signs that she wants to talk to your ugly dumbass, then leave her the fuck alone. Find a date a different way. Okay? It's not clever. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage behavior. And you're a garbage person if you do it. I don't care if it's in public. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have the right to her, and you need to leave her alone. And this is Bacon. alone. When they're in public, when they're doing anything, you don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to step into their personal space. You don't have the right to them, especially if they're making it very clear they don't want to be talked to. But even when they're not, unless a woman is giving you enthusiastic and continuous body language and signs that she wants to talk to your ugly dumbass, then leave her the fuck alone. Find a date a different way. Okay? It's not clever. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage behavior, and you're a garbage person if you do it. I don't care if it's in public. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have the right to her, and you need to leave her alone. And this is Bacon.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone.
All you want.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone.
Hey, men, leave women the fuck alone. When they're in public, when they're doing anything, you don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to step into their personal space. You don't have the right to them, especially if they're making it very clear they don't want to be talked to. But even when they're not, unless a woman is giving you enthusiastic and continuous body language and signs that she wants to talk to your ugly dumbass, then leave her the fuck alone. Find a date a different way. Okay? It's not clever. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage behavior, and you're a garbage person if you do it. I don't care if it's in public. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have the right to her, and you need to leave her alone. And this is Bacon.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone.
All you want.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone.
Hey, men, leave women the fuck alone. When they're in public, when they're doing anything, you don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to step into their personal space. You don't have the right to them, especially if they're making it very clear they don't want to be talked to. But even when they're not, unless a woman is giving you enthusiastic and continuous body language and signs that she wants to talk to your ugly dumbass, then leave her the fuck alone. Find a date a different way. Okay? It's not clever. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage behavior, and you're a garbage person if you do it. I don't care if it's in public. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have the right to her, and you need to leave her alone. And this is Bacon.